Here's a dishwasher machine. It is made by Electrolux. It looks like this. It does not have any displays. Some models have a display here, but this has only these buttons and knob. Okay, and to open it, just pull the door. These are just informations, they are not buttons on this model. On some models you can touch them, they are not doing anything here. Okay, and it looks like this, and you have to pull out these trays. That's the upper tray, and move it totally down because the lower tray will come here. So that's the lower tray. It looks like that. Comes out even more, but I don't want to pull it. It has these spray arms. Water is coming out right now. So that's the top one, and there's the lower one. They are moving freely. They have some filters here, the center one, and I think this one also. That's a salt container. You have to put salt from time to time. That's an air vent. Probably after heating up the water, the air expands and that excess pressure can exit or something like that. Okay, and you can put your tablets here onto the door. And this door is opened because the machine itself is opening it while washing. So at the first stage it's not opened, and then later it will be opened. So put in the tablet here, and this is for the first part of the washing, and that's for the second part of the washing. Notice it has a rubber seal and it's completely sealed, so it's not coming out somewhere, but it's simply dropping it out. So after you put your tablet in, just push it in. Here we have something else. You have to put some liquid there. I haven't used it yet. Okay, and that I think enters deeper. This remains on the top. So water can go onto this one and can exit there. So that's for the first part of the washing, while this one is completely sealed and it automatically opens only later. So it looks like this. This is the closing mechanism, which enters here. It looks like that. Okay, and notice I pulled it out and the tube should connect there automatically after you push it in. It has some rubber seal on the side and it's connected. It has some water pumps somewhere below. Those are pushing the water up, and thus through those openings, these openings, the water is sprayed in all of the directions, and your dishes will be sprayed with warm and powerful water jets. It's like a car wash, where you wash your car without any sponges, just using pressurized water. And that water, in this case, it's also heated. So heated pressurized water is cleaning your dishes. This portion you have to lift it up. It's holding the wine bottles. You have to press the end there, insert it there. Okay, this is for the glasses. Larger items go down. This is for your spoon and knife and fork. This one you have to, you can remove it. Here you put the dishes. Keep some space between them for better washing so that the water jets can enter there. And let's just try it out. Knives should be put down. It's a better idea to put them down. If you have enough space, then leave space between them. and put them down, because the jet is spraying from below and it can enter into the glass. If you put it up, then water from all the directions will accumulate inside and it will not exit. So lighter items will be moved around inside the machine because of the powerful jets. So don't put too light plastic, especially not plastics, because of the higher temperature. Not too high, can melt maybe. And put them where these jets are moving. Now this will pour down. Now notice the jet from that one might enter there. So if it's like so, then the jet from the top can enter into this one. I don't know, let's put it there. This was already cleaned, but whatever. Put it down so that the water can enter into it. Let's say there. Okay, so push it in. No, don't lift that one, but push this in. Open that and insert the tablet. Here is such tablet. It looks like this. Just one color. It has a nylon cover, but as I read, that should not be removed because the water will dissolve it. And close it. Now this is just information, but the eco mode is not heating the water up too high, it's just at 50 degrees Celsius. Intensive is much hotter, it's 70 degrees. And eco is the longest, so that's the longest one. By the way, if you rotate it there, LEDs turn on. No action yet, especially nothing yet, because I also have to give it water. So without that it will not do anything. By the way, the model is mentioned here on the right side. Maybe you can see it. ESF5206LIW. Okay, so let's just close it. And that's a half-an-hour program, and that's a 3.7-hour program. So this is much shorter compared to that one. So let's just move it there. I never used that one. I tried only that one. Let's push the start button. That's the washing, that's a brush. But by the way, leave it out. Now it's warm. And give it water. Let's see, is it too late? Now it's doing something. That's a brush, that's the washing, that's the drying, and that's the finished. So that should be the end. And on this model, when it reaches to the end, by the way, 11 and 23 minutes, when it reaches to the end, it opens the door out. So let's wait. It's on the half-an-hour program and it's washing. You can hear the water. I'm not sure it's releasing already something, but don't forget to give it water, because on this model I have to. Maybe that one is for the machine. It's coming this way. So without that one, with that one turned off, in a few moments it should go to end, that arrow. Now let's wait. By the way, the top should be hot, so it's heating it up. Now it's totally silent. Maybe it's heating the water. Now it started again. do not put manual washing liquids inside the dishwasher because probably it will make too much foam, so it has to have a special detergent for dishwashing machines. Now we have a different sound. Now it's probably rotating those two arms and splashing the water in all directions. There is no water under it. It's getting noisier. And the Eco program is much more silent, but it's much longer. Here's the manual at that address, and here you can see that the Eco is 227 minutes, so that's the longest one. Now I used this one, which should be only 30 minutes. This 30-minute program is rinsing, but it's not drying. Dry. Since it doesn't have a display anywhere, you cannot know how many minutes are remaining. You just have to monitor yourself. Now it's 11:38 and it's still working. It's still washing. By the way, it's pretty warm up here and there, everywhere. Maybe it's releasing the water. It's still at the first LED. I think water is entering now. More noise. Maybe there's a cleaning, washing off of detergent. There is no window on it like on a washing machine for clothes. You cannot see what's happening inside. Maybe it's releasing the water. And it automatically opened, and it did not went to the second icon. And I guess it's over, it's finished. Oh man, it's hot. The air which is coming out is very hot. The detergent was released, so I left it closed. Now it's open. Ooh, it's hot. Water inside. So better put it upside down, because even there water can accumulate. With that opening upside down, they are pretty hot, but at least they are clean. Now let it dry, and that's it. Water is still dripping because of the lack of drying. So this was only washing and rinsing, no drying. That's why it was just half an hour. That is around 1.5 hours maybe, and that's 3.7 hours. Now we have different lights here. This is finished, that's the arrow. I think that's for salt, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's finished. Remove them and let the machine dry. Leave the door open. So that's the Electrolux dishwasher machine. And I already removed a few, but these are clean. No dirt anywhere. Nothing. No oily things on it. It's almost dry. There's a water drop there. Leave the door open so that it can dry out, but don't leave it on horizontal like it is now, because you might accidentally step on it and break it. So lift it up, something like that, and leave it a few hours to dry out. And from time to time, don't forget to clean those filters inside there in the middle. And when you finished, don't forget to close that tap. On the left side and off on the right side, as mentioned, but it's on and it's off. So I used these tablets. They look like that inside the nylon, and in Finnish it's written here that It has detergent for cleaning. It has properties to make the glass and ceramic shiny. It is non-corrosive for the metal, and it contains salt for making the water softer. So it has multiple properties. If you need more space below, then you can move the upper tray a little bit higher, because if you pull it out, notice it has two wheels, this one and that one. And to open it, you have to move this away, and notice the wheel will come out there. Like so. And then pull the other one out also, and insert the top one. And to make more space, don't use the top one because it will go down, but use the lower one, and thus it will go up, like so. So that's how to move it up if you need it. And take a look at the rear portion, because this has to couple with that one, and for that, if you move it up or down, it has two openings there, one on the top and one below, so you can use both of them up here when it's moving it up, or if you use this one, then down there also. Both of them will couple to that water source. Let's take a look at the filters also. So draw out the lower tray, and it has this part. You just pull that up like so, and those things are holding it, and that looks pretty okay. It's not too dirty. And the next one is the black plastic, so rotate that one to the right. It mentions there locked on the left side and unlocked, that's not marked, on the right side. So to unlock it, move it to the right and pull it out. That has these two legs. This is almost clean. So from here till here, just rotate it, unlocked and locked, and just push it in. That should be freely moving. By the way, here's an interesting situation. That arm, that gray, cannot spin because this dish is blocking it there. Whatever, just straighten it out and then it's spinning.